Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. Today I was able to complete this entire makeup look for under $40. And this is a full face, a full beat, foundation, highlighter, contouring, false lashes, eyeshadow, everything for under $40. So as the title of this video explains, I did buy a shit ton of products from SHEIN. I have been so curious every time I log on to the SHEIN website, their whole beauty logo just kind of is in your face. So they got me, good job to their marketing team, because I bought a whole face worth and brushes and sponges to complete an entire makeup look. Today I will be unboxing and showing you all of the products that I got, and I tried them all on and completed this makeup look right here. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and stick around until after the unboxing portion of today's video and see how I completed today's makeup look and to see what products I used to complete this eyeshadow look and all. Alright guys, let's get into it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and open this bag of goodies. I have so many amazing cool things that I'm super excited to try out today. So let's just go ahead and start pulling them out of the packaging one by one. So the first thing that I ordered a 3-pack of the SHEIN beauty sponges. And it looks like it just has a normal one, the one you would use every day for your complexion. And then it did come with, if I can get them out of here, it did come with 2 little smaller ones in black. If I'm being honest, I could care less what the color of my beauty sponges are. It's not like I'm putting these things on display, I just use them for my face. So I did get a 3-pack of these beauty sponges and they feel pretty dense. And they don't look too porous, so I'm hoping they don't suck up too much product. So I will be using these today. Alright, second thing, these got a little wrecked in the shipping process apparently, but I did get a 2-pack of lashes. These are the SHEGLAM Beautiful Eyelashes. Online, I thought they were both 2 different eyelashes, but they look to be the exact same. I don't know, one might look fuller. Let's just open these up and examine them. I don't know, they look the same. The band looks a little thicker than I usually like on a false lashy, but you know, we're gonna try it out. The one thing that really bothered me with the beauty section on the SHEIN website, they did not offer lash glue, which is a little ironic in my opinion. If you are going to be selling lashes, I think maybe you should sell lash glue along with them. You'll be seeing how these look later on in the makeup look. Alright, and another thing that I was so excited to pick up, what is this? This is like a 30, I don't even know how many brushes are in here. I'll double check and I'll be putting the prices of everything down below, popping up on the screen for you guys. You guys, there are so many different brushes in here. How could you ever need to buy a different brush after this? Literally all the brushes you could ever need for your eye look, your concealer, detailing. You have all the brushes you could ever need right here. I'm kind of bummed that these are individually wrapped. It's kind of a waste of plastic. These brushes are so soft. I want to try a fluffy one. Oh, so soft. The handle is this beautiful marble detail, and then you have this beautiful rose gold that's holding the brush. Moving on to the next things in my bag. Okay, and the next thing I got was the SHEGLAM Creamy Concealer. The packaging is so dope. I love holographic things. It's bringing me back to like the 90s. Ooh, and the handle is holographic too. That's so sweet. And I got this in the shade, what shade did I get this in? Fair. They didn't have a big shade range when it came to the complexion shades. It's fair, it's gonna be used more as like your under eye highlighting concealer, so the lighter the better to give my eyes a nice pop. Can't wait to try this out. Ooh, and this guys, I got a lippy because I love lipstick and I had to get a lipstick to complete my makeup look today. And I got this in the shade Pool Party. It's this beautiful purpley rich tone, which is a little ironic because it's called Pool Party. You would probably expect a brighter pink or orangey shade if you're thinking of Pool Party, but it is this beautiful purpley tone and I cannot wait to put this on my lips. Alright, and of course I had to get a foundation. And again, the shade range was kind of awful. So I just picked up the shade Ivory 102. cute. It comes in this little velvet bag. None of my high-end products have ever came in a little velvet bag, and look at that. That's super luxurious. Oh, I love frosted glass. So this says it's a silky matte liquid foundation with a flawless coverage. I guess we'll be trying this out in a little bit. Should probably put it back in its little home here. It lives there now. Okay, and I also picked up a little bronzing blush palette. This is so cute. Oh, and a little brush fell out. I won't be needing those because I get all those brushes, but I don't know. I usually don't like brushes that come with the actual makeup. It's actually really freaking soft though, holy moly. All right, so this has kind of like your contouring shade, your under eye highlighting shade, not using as a highlight, but more of like a brightening powder. And then you have a blush. And I have been loving these orangey coral shades in blushes, especially with spring around the corner. Okay, and then I have a waterproof liquid eyeliner. Ah, this is pretty heavy. This is probably the heaviest eyeliner pen I've ever owned. The pen on it looks so precise, and it's waterproof. All right, and of course, I had to pick up a highlighter. And this is in the shade Mermaid. So I hope I turn into a mermaid after using this highlighter. The packaging is so great. I'm super impressed so far, SHEIN. Good job for a very affordable makeup product. I mean, look at that black lacquered packaging. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and the last thing in my bag, it's all empty. The last thing I have in my bag is this eyeshadow palette. This is so beautiful. This is their Artistry palette in the color story Bejeweled. And you guys, they even protected the sleeve of their eyeshadow palette. I love how detailed they are and how careful they have been with all of their packaging. They put everything in little protective sleeves, and I think that's so great, especially since these came from overseas. So I think that's really cool how they're being careful and they want you to have your product received in good condition. So let's open her up. Okay, and I mean, even with all that protected, I do see that some of the eyeshadow has some fallout. You have just the perfect amount of matte shades, and then you have the perfect amount of glitter shades, and I love this warm color story. You have a little bit of blushy pinks, you have your clay tones, yellow tones, burnt oranges, browns, golds. I love this color story. I feel like I can make some very beautiful makeup looks with it. I just hope that these eyeshadows are as good as they look. So let's go ahead and start applying and seeing how this makeup actually applies on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and wet this beauty sponge, so I will be right back. Okay, let's get down to business. So I just want to tell you guys, I always wash my beauty sponges when they're brand new before I use them. So just a little tip from me to you. Wash your brand new tools when you get them because you never know what chemicals are on them when they come back from the factory. So be safe out there, all right? Okay, let's go ahead and stop talking and start applying. So I am again going in with the SHEIN Silky Matte Liquid Foundation. It says it has a flawless coverage. And I already moisturized and primed my skin. I did not pick up a primer from SHEIN because I don't remember seeing one on their website. Or maybe I overlooked it, I don't know. But I did prime my face before this. Okay, and I don't know how much to use, but we're just gonna go ahead and start applying. And off the bat, I don't think this is the worst shade for me. It is a little bit too yellow for me, but I mean, once I set it and everything, we'll see how it looks after. It's going on pretty good. It's a very lightweight coverage, which I like. Hopefully it will build up a little bit. Now that I'm blending it out, I don't think it's that bad of a shade. For the price, I'm actually not mad. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my sponge just to see how this is gonna build up. It's building up pretty nice. Usually some foundations get a little cakey when you are building them up, but this one seems to be doing pretty good. And I'm really liking the sponge. I don't think it absorbs too much of the product, So I'm overall pretty pleased with these purchases so far. All right, and I think that blended out pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this concealer. Lately I have been getting more red around my nose and my chin area, so I just popped some concealer there to try to hide all that. That's actually blending out pretty nice on top of this foundation. And it has kind of this like perfumey scent to it, which isn't bad. I just know there are a lot of people out there who do not like fragrance and scents in their face products, so I did just want to go ahead and say that because that's the experience I'm having. While this concealer did cover a lot of the redness that I had under my eye, it is settling not so greatly in my fine lines under my eyes. But hopefully after I set that, it's gonna be fine. I am crossing my fingers because I really want to like these products, but sometimes it's not the case. From first impressions, it's not that bad for the prices that they were. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up this little thing here, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this middle shade with my sponge, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that to set my under eye. Let's get a closer look at this situation here. I'm trying to be productive by putting everything in one hand. It's not really working. All right, let's see here. After setting that, it looks so beautiful. Is it weird if I want to set my whole face with that? Because this is a beautiful, beautiful finish. It's not too powdery. My skin still looks very much like skin. I'm gonna go ahead and just dab a little bit all over the rest of my face. Don't yell at me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try out this color for bronzing. Since this is a little bit of a darker shade and it does look very intimidating, I'm just gonna go in with a more of a wispy contouring brush to get a lighter coverage, and I'm just gonna do a light pass first, just to kind of see how it applies, because I would rather have too little at first than too much, because then I can build it up if it's too little. All right, so I feel like that's a little too dark for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my sponge and kind of blend that out. And that's another thing, SHEIN did not have a lot of contouring options. If I remember, this is the only palette item that they had some kind of contouring. They did have contouring sticks, but for me personally, I do not like contouring sticks. I would rather contour it with a powder item rather than a liquid or a stick. I think I put too much on this brush, but we shall see. The color itself of this is a very pretty neutral shade. It's not too orangey or too warm. I just think overall it's just too dark. So if they had this, but in just like 2 shades lighter, I think I would be very happy. Now that I'm not happy, I can blend it out. It just is gonna take a little bit extra time to get ready in the morning if I am going to be using this, but that's totally fine. And I'm going to be adding blush, and I'm going to be using this little cutie right here. I'm just gonna be using a little bit of it. Woo, too much. That is some pigmented stuff. That's pigmented. Let's just blend that out with our little finger there. Okay, next thing, I guess we should go in with our eyes, right? So what shades do I want to use today? I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here as my transition shade, and then I think I'll get inspiration after that. So what brush do I want to use? This one looks promising as a nice fluffy blending brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up just a little bit of that. So not as pigmented as I probably want in an eyeshadow, but you know what? I think I might be able to blend this up and build it up pretty nicely. So I'm gonna go in next with this orangey shade. It's kind of very similar to this one here, just about a shade and a half darker. So that's the shade I am going in with. These are actually blending really, really nicely together. The fallout in the actual palette is kind of insane though, but it doesn't have a lot of fallout on my actual face. So if you can live with that, I think it's a pretty good palette. I just want to try out another brush. I'm going to put a little bit of a darker shade on my outer corner. I'm going to go for more of like a sultry look today since it is date night day. You know what? Let's go with this one. It is nice and angled and nice and fluffy. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of product on there and kind of nicely blend that out. So I think I'm going to go in with this beautiful kind of cranberry shade. Just pick up a little bit there. Oh, that is so nice. Ooh, I'm loving this nice sunset shade range. Okay, and I am gonna go in and look for a flatter brush. I'm gonna go with a smaller one so it's a little more precise for my overall lid. Oops, I am knocking down everything like bowling pins. Do I wanna go in with this yellow? We're gonna try the yellow. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. Oh, that is so pigmented, holy moly. Which I guess that's good if I want it on my overall lid. Meh. I feel like I should have put some like Fix Plus or something on this brush before I applied it, but I kind of want to see how it applies without all that. It's building up pretty nicely. I don't know if I like this brush for it, but we're just gonna keep going. I feel like a California sunset right now. And I really wanna add some glitter. So I'm gonna go in with this nice champagne color here and kind of lightly tap that on my lids. I'm gonna go in with my finger because just from experience, I think glitters and metallics like this apply better with your finger. Holy smokes, that's so beautiful. I feel like I'm a little let down on that because it's clearly still on my finger and it's kind of going on my lid, but I guess I'm so used to like the ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadows because we've been spoiled by ColourPop. So I keep comparing every metallic shade to ColourPop, but I mean, if you just keep building it up, it does eventually come off on your eyelid. Alright, and I'm going to go in with this tiny little detail brush, and I am going to be going in with this kind of white glittery shade for the corners of my eyes. That didn't even come off on the brush. It's like making a mark in the actual palette, but it's not picking up on the actual brush. That is the weirdest thing. It's not sticking to my brush. I don't know about that shade, guys. I don't know. It's like kind of there, but not, if that makes sense. I'm like really digging in there. I don't know if you guys see me swirling. I mean, okay, now that I'm showing you guys, it's picking up on the brush. I just had to get through that top layer there, I don't know. Okay, and I guess I'm gonna put that bad boy away for now, and we're gonna go ahead and apply some eyeliner. Is gonna be so good. This requires some concentration, so sorry in advance for all the faces I'm probably about to make. It's an eyeliner pen. It's pretty basic to all of the other eyeliner pens I have used in the past. It's a little bit heavy. I thought the weight was gonna be good, but if anything, it kind of weighed down my hand and I felt like I was having more of a heavy hand and my eyeliner kind of applied a bit thicker than what I normally do, but Such a small thing, but honestly, maybe if SHEIN can make the packaging a little bit lighter, you can get a little bit more detailed and precise and kind of get the wing or eyeliner look that you're actually trying to go for. I wasn't trying to go for this bold of a wing today, but here we are. The rest of the eyeshadow is a bit bold, so I guess this is where we're at right now. So here we are. Now we are going to try these false lashes, and then we'll add some highlight and then be done with the look. So the eyelash glue I'm using is just from Eyeliner. It's a drugstore eyelash glue. It was like $5. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these to my size. These are so like, I love these. With as long as these are, they're not too thick. They're very much spread out and wispy, and I love that in a false lashy. So we're gonna go ahead and just apply our other one. I love these so much. I'm actually shocked. When I saw them in the actual packaging, they just look so dense and heavy, but on my eyes, they're so wispy and I could just fly away. Okay, you guys, and lastly, I just cleaned off the same brush that I used for my bronzer, and I am going to be using this Mermaid highlighter. Highlighter truly finishes off the entire look. Oh, I forgot, I have a lippy, you guys. We have another product we're gonna be trying on today also. Oh. Do you guys see that? That's like pink. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and put on our lipstick. This is going on very creamy, but it looks very, very matte. I think the eyeshadow color combo is throwing me off a bit, but I really love this color by itself. But guys, that is it. That is all of the beauty products that I got from SHEIN, and I'm so happy that I was able to try these on and give my first impression of all of these products in front of all of you guys. So that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe below. Okay guys, and I'll see you next time.